Hi guys, so in today's video we are going to Frankenplan, Franken notebook, a new notebook for me. So in, I think it's April, I have a huge exam coming called the NPPE exam. So for those who don't know what that is, it's basically a professional practice and ethics exam for the engineering license in Ontario, Canada. I'm Canadian, by the way. So yeah, we're going to be Franken notebooking a new notebook for myself because I don't have a notebook. So let me show you guys my current setup here. I'm using this as my work planner. I kind of showed it off a little bit in the Be Happy unboxing for Peanuts. And because I literally just got this one, I have a few things. And I was thinking, because it's like related to work stuff, that I was going to take out a few months and then use the back of this planner as a notebook for my studying. So I like put in the what are these called? The organizer helpers or something like that. And I was gonna have a few sections, but I remembered I had this huge stash of things saved up from the past few months / years of planning stuff from Happy Planner that I could use to make a notebook. So here are two that I have with me right now. The Disney Princess weekly tab planner. This one is dated. It's actually from April 2025 to June 2026. So I'm thinking I can take a few things from this notebook. I really love the cover, so I might use this as a cover. And, you know, take stuff from this notebook and then other things from this notebook and make a planner. So I had a plan. There are actually 3 textbooks I need to read from, which is so annoying. So I'm thinking I could have 3 sections for that. And then for the exam itself, there's a syllabus. So in total, I would need 9 sections. So I'm going to take a few things from each notebook, and I have a bunch of these discs. So I'm trying to think, which one should I use? I love all of these, but you know, because it's a Canadian thing, I'm looking at this one right here. The Maple Leaf medium metal discs, and I think this is a pretty good size. I do like this one. Happy Pride molds. Yeah, so let's do the metal discs. I know there is, the Canadian metal disc. I know there is, there's like a thing, a helper to like organize it, but I don't have all of that. So let's take this tab and take this out. I hate doing this, it makes me so scared. Oh, it's so pretty. I think I definitely want to use this too as the behind, but I could pair it with something else, right? But that's really cute too. What do you guys think? I'll take this, why not? As for the pages, because I'm not going to use this, I might as well just take everything so that I don't have to keep flipping through. It feels a little like sacrilegious just tearing pages out of this, no? I'm sure some of you guys feel the same way, but it's for the greater good. Instead of throwing out this, we repurpose it. Ooh, there's some note paper here too. I'm taking all the note paper I can get just because I don't know how much notes I'll be taking for this. As I said earlier, there were 3 textbooks, like 3 textbooks I have to read, so I don't know how many notes I'm gonna take. Actually, it's been around 4 or 5 years since I was last in school, so it's gonna be a new experience for me, you know, studying again, but we'll make do. The next notebook I have is this classic vertical layout Hello Happy. Look how cute this one is too. Let's take these out. Does it sound like ASMR? I don't think so. So I need 9 sections, right? So let's see if I can take anything from here. And the reason why I'm taking, I know this is an undated planner, but there's going to be so many more planners in the future that I'm going to be looking at. So I'm not too upset about taking this one apart. I mean, I can always Frankenplan it back together in the future, but Mama needs a notebook, so I'm taking this page. How cute! Minnie and Daisy. This one is really cute too. It's time to shine. You know? Let it be a reminder when I am pulling my hair out that it's time to shine. Very classic. I like that too. Oh, this one's so cute too. I need to pick. Oh, this is so cute too. Dude, it's so cute. I'm going a little crazy. What if we did this? You guys, I'm onto something, huh? Okay, I'm gonna do that. You know, sometimes I just get into flow state, and this is definitely one of those moments. Ooh, yes. I'm gonna take these two, sir, because I might lose them, and it's always good to have extra of those. So, we have our cover page. Look at that. Oh my god, that's so cute. Now, as per the sections go, I don't know how picky I am gonna be about the tabs not being all, you know, proper, because I have a lot of the same ones going the same direction, and then nothing that says there's like not really any order to it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I have August as the tab at the top, and then September here. And then what if I have two of these? Will it really matter? To me, it doesn't really matter, but you know, we work with what we have, right? But let's try to make something work. So we have this. I'm not too big of a fan of this page. I kind of want to start with something of this nature just because it fits that little beige kind of colorway. So let's go back to this and see what other pages we have. We're gonna do this dog. What is his name? Pluto? Pluto? I think Pluto. Another thing I could do is if there's another page I like, I could tape. I could glue it. I could also glue the tab. I could cut out the tab and glue it also. I don't know how I feel about that, because I've never actually done it before. This is my first time Frankenplanning something, so let's do Pluto as the first one. So we need 9 sections, so let's not forget that. So Pluto, then we can do this. Always wonder. That's gonna be me studying because I'm not gonna know anything. And let's switch back to this. Do we have any? That's the third. This one. Oh, cute. And then the fourth one, let's find something at the bottom. Did we take any from the Snow White one? No. But we do have a few from this. We can use this for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ooh, I'm gonna have a double. Okay, so we'll use this one because it's 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, which one do we like better, guys? This one or this one? Dream. And this is a cute page too. But I kind of like the extra color. So I'm going to do this purple, pinkish purple. And there we have 9 sections. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is let's start putting the actual planner together. Oh, I did have some from this planner too that I could use. So I'm not going to be using this. So my work planner, I tried to do, you know, I'm not a big fan of the horizontal layout. I tried it, and even like ultimately I am switching to the mini planner. Even though it's smaller, it's the vertical, and it just makes more sense to me. And like, I don't know. Also, the fact that it's smaller, it's gonna look like I did more work, so maybe an ego thing. But isn't this planner so cute, you guys? Need to find stickers that would fit in here, but if not, it's okay. It's gonna be my new catch-all. And it's small, it fits in my bag. It's perfect. Yeah, we could use some pages from here too. Let's see. I wasn't too big of a fan of the last one we had. This one, Snow White, and is it Prince Eric? Let's see if we have any here that are cool. Happy New Year doesn't really make sense. This is very cute. I'm gonna put that on my finger because I might be using that one. This is very cute too. I'm gonna do this one. So I'm really just taking apart all of my stuff, huh? It's okay. I'll survive. I'll survive. So, goodbye to this. Boop. And now we have 9 sections. Sections? Sections. I just love how with the Happy Planner stuff, like it's so customizable. You can literally do what you want. And who's there to judge you for it? Not me. Oh, I love these. Let me show you. You guys see this? It's like I don't have any lighting up here, unfortunately, so you guys have to see it from afar. A Canadian. So let's start putting things together. This is going to be very tedious, so might do a little speed up here. Oh my gosh, I'm not looking forward to this. Shit. Okay, let's go. First page done. Okay, hopefully this will make it easier. It's not easier. Oh, that's so cute, right? Okay, let's do this. Last 2 pages. Wow. So it's a little bit bare bones right now, but I have a ton of scrap paper that I need to add to this. So where did I put my paper? It's in my work planner. So I had quite a few things I wanted to put in here. First of all, this little organizer for any extra hanging things that I might have. Look how cute this stuff is, man. Here's the note paper that I'm gonna take. This whiteboard stuff. Hooray for today. I have a ton of paper actually. Let's take half. Ooh, oh no! Aw, it's okay. It's too hasty. More paper I can use. So our notebook is looking a little bit skinny, so we need to add some pages. Now, as for filling out the pages, I'm just gonna put some paper in. I have quite a few paper, like extra paper on the way too. Literally every time I go to Michael's, I buy whatever classic size line paper they have because I am a hoarder. If you didn't see my haul picture that I posted on Friday, check it out because I've just been hoarding that stuff. And I decided that I was finally gonna, start a channel, Paper Nate, and now I have use for all of this stuff. So the reason I'm only putting it in the first few pages because I'm not sure. I'm gonna do it in order. So I have 3 textbooks, as I said earlier. There's the Canadian Professional Engineering and Geoscience Practice and Ethics that I'm gonna use the first section for. Then I'm gonna do the second section for the second textbook, which is the Law for Professional Engineers, Canadian and Global Insights. And then the third section being the Practical Law of Architecture, Engineering, and Geoscience. It's funny that they make us do so much geoscience stuff when I'm not even in geotechnical or geological or whatever that means. So it doesn't really apply, but I have some extra note paper here. I guess it's just the standard practice for everyone. I may be over preparing. That is another concern I have. I've asked a few of my colleagues how they prepared for their exam, and they said that they just did the practice banks and were able to pass just fine. But as I said earlier, I haven't really done any school stuff for 5 years, so studying is gonna be new to me, and I don't want to fail. We can take the exam as many times as we want, I think, but it's just a little embarrassing to fail, especially if work is going to be paying for the exam. So yeah, I have a few more things that I want to add. I have more paper. Obviously, I'm going to add some of this. Look at this, still in the packaging. The Snoopy paper. I don't want to use it, but what good is it in the bag? Let's use the Snoopy paper for section 2. How cute is that? Another thing is that looking back after I finish the exam and I have this notebook, it's gonna be cute. Like just thinking about how I kind of threw everything together. I could easily just buy a regular, 8 and 11 notebook from Staples or whatever, or even from the Happy Planner themselves. They have the dotted journals, which are fine to use, but I'm a little extra. I want it to be personal to me, and I feel like if I made it, I'd want to use it a little bit more. You know what I mean? So the notebook is feeling a little bit more beefy now, which is really nice. Feels good to hold. I'm gonna put this page right here. Should it be in the front? Put it right here. Little accessory pack. I also have this Harry Potter charm that I wanted to add. Cute is this? See, it's just like, this is Avengers Endgame, but for Happy Planner stuff, you know? Just do whatever you want. I hope this doesn't break in my bag. Like, yes. Just put whatever you want, babes. And the last thing we need to do is to rename these pages. So these last few sections, I'm not gonna bother putting paper in it because if I have any leftover paper, I'll just move it to the end. I don't want to make the thing too big, you know what I mean? So yeah. It would be cool to have like a table of contents. Maybe I can do that on here. Yeah, the 05. I do like the 05. It's a good size. And we're gonna look for some stickers to put here. I like these with the stars. Okay, let's keep this in mind. These are really cute stickers. I'm gonna go with these. I like this. I think this orangish color is perfect. Yeah, I like that. Can't see. Okay, and then we can use blue, of course. This doesn't state. It's okay. There's a ton of stickers, so. Black, we can use this dark gray. Love this page, by the way. So cute. We have beige. We could do pink. This light pink is so pretty. Pink is one of my favorite colors, and not just because I'm gay. April. It's blue. I don't really care that if it's not too straight. It's fine with me. This is a free-for-all page. Let's do green. Doesn't really match the aesthetic. Why don't we use this red that is crying to be used? And it matches with Minnie's bow. Actually, will this stack? Yeah, she's just being a little stubborn. Can use another pink here. Is this pink? Sorta, kinda. Wow, it's a really good match. Another beige, so we can use this orangish color. And finally, another pink. So I'm gonna take this pink. XOXO. So, as I said earlier, we have a few sections that we need to do, and I'm gonna cover these too. Hopefully, I don't ruin it. Let's see what this looks like. I can always scratch it off, anyways. Yeah, it doesn't look bad. I just don't want to get confused. Be like, April. What's April got to do with anything? Nothing at all, actually. September. Of course, doing stuff like this is going to have its caveats, but it's something that we expect. I mean, I'm Frankenplanning like 3 different notebooks together in 4 different lined paper packs, so there's going to be some hiccups. That looks so cute. Look at this, you guys. Stars. So I'm gonna add the names. Now this textbook is Canadian Professional Engineering and Geoscience, Practice and Ethics. I'm just gonna write this, Practice and Ethics. Okay, I only have 1 shot, so let's just be neat and organized. Practice and Ethics. The next textbook is Law. So this one's confusing because there's a textbook for law and then there's a textbook for practical law. Like, what is the difference? I'm gonna find out. But let's do this one as law. Law for PH. I guess another thing I could have did was use the whiteout tape to make a straight line. But I feel like that's a little difficult. I mean, I already had difficulties doing it with the other side of this, so. This one is practical law. My handwriting's shitty. Now we have the syllabus sections. So these are what they're actually testing us on. So we have 1, professionalism. Section 2, ethics. Section 3, professional practice. Section 4, law for professional practice. Professional law. I could have probably used the thinner marker. And lastly, regulations of members and discipline processes. So I'm just going to write regulation. Regulation. And discipline. And there you have it. Now we got a new notebook. We have a new cover page, a new background, some planner accessories. Ooh, we can even add these sticky notes right here. Got the cover page, and then we have our 9 sections with notebook paper. If you have any other suggestions I could do to, make this notebook a little bit more practical, feel free to leave some in the comments. But I am very happy with what we have here. I think it's super cute. It's gonna be something that motivates me to actually do my work because I put the time in. And hopefully I'll be able to pass with no hiccups. This is upside down. But you know what? I have nothing. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys have ever done any Frankenplanning or made your own notebook with Happy Planner products, let me know how you did it. If you have your own video, show me. And let me know if you have any extra thoughts or any suggestions that I could do to make this notebook better. Until next time, see ya!